weird things that happen, weird things. Y'all know I have a habit of stealing from work, right? Stealing from work. Well, uh, husband just found this. The cats were batting it around on the floor. If you don't know what this is, we just spent 30 minutes researching on the internet trying to figure out what it is. And it's a vial for collecting blood that the cats were batting around on the floor in our house. We don't know where it came from. It's got a use by date of April 2013. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to give you a better view of it. The liquid is still good inside of it. Yeah, I'm not used to this new setup, guys. The liquid's still good inside of it. Not covered in dust. Perfectly clean. I mean, even if the cat's been bedding it around, if it had been like laying in here since before 2013 in the house, it would have some residue that doesn't let go on it, and it is clean as a whistle. It is something that was handled and kept in a good place, and it was being battered around on the floor in our house. None of us here are medical professionals. Professionals, I add. And what I mean is, whether or not we studied medicine, none of us have like licenses and have the right to have these things in our home. I personally, in my daily waking life, do not have access to these things in the home to carry home. Although my husband works IT for a local hospital group, he doesn't have access either. He does computers. He doesn't have access to these things. And we don't know where it came from. But, in these things, though, you don't jump to conclusions, because there's been plenty of times that I've had a room, I go, oh my God, there's a ghost in the hallway, look, and it turned out to be a pattern of the wood. She was just being stupid. Or somebody else, or the neighbors telling me some bullshit about how they have a haunted mirror because I thought that I would be stupid to fall for their shit. But rule number one is don't suddenly assume anything supernatural or anything just because it's odd. So the evidence I have is there's this vial. The circumstantial situations is that a lot of butterflies end up getting a lot of blood taken, and I've got a lot of needle holes right here, so much that I've actually had a nurse accusing me of being a druggie. Nice, huh? And that's just a situation that may or may not apply. Another thing is I do have a habit of smuggling things about this size and smaller home from work. And I have smuggled things. It started when I was about 5, when I smuggled my handler's black book out of his desk home, and I kept it underneath my mattress for a little while. So yeah, could be smuggled from work. But when it comes to the house's history, the man who built this house was a doctor. Now, he built it in 1971. The file says used by 2013. Between the doctor and us have been, I think it's something like 7 to 9 or maybe even 13 owners. None of the others of which, and I have been told many times about the other people, were medical professionals. There was the second owner, or possibly even she was just the wife of the doctor, was a elderly woman who was being caretaken. But even so, that was quite some time ago, and with the many people that's between her and me, there's still a lot of people moving in and out and cleaning out the house. And again, there's no dust on this. There's no evidence that it's been hiding in a corner or stuck in a wall being protected by brownies or anything. It's this clean vial. The label's in great condition. There's not even any dust. I mean, there's no dust. There's no sign that this has been sitting anywhere in this house. And let me tell you, this house believes in dust. This house is like the dust worshipping hole of hell. I'm constantly having to grab my inhaler, the dust. Like, I have a printer that I use for work, and I clean it, and literally an hour later I've got to clean it again. So I have to keep it covered for its sake when I'm not using it. The dust here is pretty bad. And this is not dusty. So we don't know. This was in the floor. The cats were batting it around. Who knows where it came from? I think it's weird enough to talk about here. And it has been a while since I've had something to talk about. And I was just bitching to myself yesterday. Oh, I needed something to talk about. So I could have brought it home just to have something to talk about. Looky, we were taking blood today, show and tell. You know, and for work tonight, I took blood. And it was red. I mean, seriously. But let you guys see the evidence of whatever it may be of. Look at that. Do not know where it came from. Okay, that's been about 6 minutes of studying a vial and going, ooh, I guess that's enough.